Yes, the title is not clickbait. There will be no big videos coming in January of 2026. Why is that? Let me explain. The main reason is that making a GreatScott video takes a lot of time. I mean, I have to come up with an idea,
prototype stuff, do research, write a script, do the voiceover for the script, edit everything together, thumbnail.
The thing is though that I also have a life besides YouTube, my family life. And for that I also require some time off to go on vacation or similar. And the past years this was always somehow possible by pre-producing content. That of course was a bit stressful because you have to be quicker with everything, but the end result should still be good. And I somehow managed to make it work always when it comes to 1 or 2 week vacations. But this time in 2026 we actually want to do a bigger vacation. It's just the perfect time for us as a family to go on something bigger before something else might happen, who knows. And that is why we decided to go on a trip that we've been planning for years now. We wanted to do this for years, visiting Japan. We will go to Japan in March of 2026 for 3 weeks, and it will hopefully be very awesome. Not looking forward to the flight, to be honest, because I'm afraid of heights, so naturally flying is not my favorite hobby, but it will hopefully be worth it. So taking a break for 3 weeks from my video production does not really work for me. I mean, I can't pre-produce content that much, that early. I tried it, I tried planning it out, but there is no way I can keep this up, go away for 3 weeks and just keep the videos coming. I have to take a break somewhere. And I decided, hey, why in March? Because for me, as a German, I don't like to interrupt things in the flow. I would like a clean cut, and that is why I decided now with 2025 coming to an end, I should take a break in January of 2026 and then start releasing videos on February the 1st actually. So mark that in your calendars. During that time in January, I will of course not sit around and do nothing. I'm actually already working on 4 or 5 different videos, I think. I did a lot of shopping, I got all the materials. I'm right now in the process of script writing, trying things out, so the prototyping phase. Really cool videos / also projects involved. And yeah, I'm working on these constantly now, also in January, so that starting in February the videos can start and will just continue throughout the year like usual. Every 2 weeks a big video. I hope this all will work out. I'm not entirely sure. I've never had such a big vacation actually, or break. I will see how it'll work. It's also a new experience for me. But I hope you're looking forward to the new video. I hope you understand the reason. I just wanted to get it out there because I also like to keep my videos flowing. I like to make them and I love that people still enjoy them. So yeah, that's just my small statement, not a big deal. And if you are a Patreon supporter, then you might not even notice a break, because on Patreon I always release the videos as soon as they are done. So in January I might post a video or 2 there, which will then release in February for everyone else. Okay, so these were the bad news. And now let's move on to something better, especially talking about the state of this channel, how things will move forward, what was going on in 2024 and 2025, and if there are some problems or whatnot. And in case you don't remember, last time I sat in front of this camera was in 2023 at the end, where I just moved into this house. And back then I also did a channel update, and I usually try to do that every year, but as you might notice, there was no video in 2024. The reason is quite complicated and also has to do with why I'm taking a break in January. The thing is, when you have a toddler that goes into daycare, then you will get every disease possible known to man in winter time. It is crazy. Last year I had like 6 diseases in 3 or 4 months, I would say. It was not nice. It was not pleasant, and it was very hard for the video production as well. And especially when it comes to the voiceover part. Like when I have a cold, I can't do voiceovers, so it was stressful to get the videos done in the winter time. And that is also why the update video didn't come. I was actually planning to do a live stream, but I was sick, couldn't do voiceovers. Once I got better, I had to quickly do the voiceovers to get videos out, and thus the update video just fell flat. Sorry about that if you were waiting for that. And this problem with the sickness in wintertime is also another reason why I'm taking a break in January and not later in March. Not only because of the clean cut thing, but also because when I don't have a schedule that says I have to release 2 videos in January, then it's not that stressful if I get sick. Like I can then postpone the voiceover part, I can work on other things. So I hope this winter will be better overall. And yeah, that's basically the reason. And now let's move over to the questions. So I cherry-picked some questions from viewers from Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatnot, from every social media site. How was the year from a business perspective? The creator landscape seemed to have shifted a bit. Well, when it comes to my business stuff, then most important are of course the views from my videos. And I can say in 2024 it was actually pretty unspectacular. I was definitely happy with my views. If I look back in analytics, I think there was a drop of like 10-12%, which I'm totally fine with. That happens. I feel like YouTube is only going down somehow. Hopefully giving our small creators a bigger chance on being seen. But yeah, 2024 in general was pretty uneventful. I did my videos, they performed pretty good, and I was very happy with my overall production. But 2025 was definitely a different story. I mean, the first half of the year was pretty much the same as before. Things were going up and down, nothing special, it all happens. But I think during summer, especially the second half of 2025, specifically in August, there was a downfall in views. I was starting to notice things like when every one of your new videos performs a 10 out of 10, then you realize, okay, is something wrong here, or am I the problem? Do my videos suck now? But the thing is, I noticed this from other creators as well. There was Linus Tech Tips or Jeff Gilling, sorry if I said that wrong, who addressed that, and I was like, yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. There were many theories out there still are theories out there, what was going on with the YouTube system. In the end, that's the thing, I really can't do anything about it. I can't change that if the YouTube system changes. I'm still very happy with my videos. I try to do my best with every new release. That's all I can do. And I'm actually at a point where I'm like, okay, if numbers are going down, that's how it is. I should not stress about this because, like I said, I can't change it. And that's currently my state of mind. I do my stuff, I do my best, I try my best. And if YouTube recognizes that and pushes my videos, then great. If not, then it is what it is. And if one day the views are not there anymore to sustain this so that I get enough income to make this all happen, then I will have to see what I'll do. But so far, through Patreon, through affiliate links, through my sponsors, through YouTube revenue, there is still enough to keep the lights on. And overall, I'm pretty happy. Making a living out of this is pretty great, even though it does take a lot of time and effort. And funny thing though, which I would love to add, my shorts are performing pretty good. I don't make these myself. I talked about this before in my previous video. I have a partner company who does this. I'm more or less happy with them, with the shorts as well. And if you want to see all of them, definitely check out my Instagram or TikTok. There I basically post all the shorts, and on YouTube I just put them in between like I release every 2 weeks, so I put them in between just as a filler, and those are the shorts that perform the best on Instagram and or TikTok. So yeah, definitely check them out. I'm happy with them. They are pretty much only there to attract new viewers who maybe are not interested in long form videos or have no idea about electronics and got into this with the shorts. That's the idea. I bet you have some failed unused projects. What do you do with them? Is there a way to properly dispose of them where you live? Yes, I definitely have some unused/failed projects. I do not throw them away though. I usually collect them in this box there. This box contains projects from years ago. I keep them because I oftentimes reference old projects in new videos, and this way I always have them. I sometimes have to dig through it to find the correct one I'm looking for, but definitely worth it to have something to show off in the video. And yeah, and of course, if I want to get rid of them, then there are recycling stations in Germany, so you can properly dispose of them. What's your favorite go-to MOSFET? I have two favorite ones, the IRLZ44N or the IRLZ34N. Whatever I have on hand at the moment is what I will use. The L in the name stands for logic, so it does work with logic level voltages, and they can push tons of amps, pretty versatile to use, so yeah, I use them for everything. Which of the projects you made do you actually use frequently? Also, what overall project was your personal favorite? And which one do you like the least so far? The one project I use every single day is my Bluetooth music system in my bathroom ceiling. Really awesome. I remade this project from a previous project. Back then it was also my most used project. Sounds amazing, works amazing, everything's amazing. Build this in your ceiling. The other big project which I used to use every single day was the light up staircase. This one, it's hard to say, it failed. At some point the controller board does not want to do its proper thing anymore. I don't want to spoil things. There will be a follow-up video on that to make it a lot simpler so that pretty much everyone can use it. But that's enough information about this. And the last thing I use every single day is Home Assistant. So I think I did many videos about Home Assistant, integrating different things, just setting up Home Assistants as well. And I love it. I use it every single day. So I would say these three things. And when you ask me about my favorite project and my least favorite one, then honestly, I can't say. I did so many different things. Some are awesome, some are worse, but they all have their place. So I can't really give an answer there. If time and money wasn't a resource, what is a project you'd love to create? The thing is, I really got into a rabbit hole with my future tech videos. The Mauser one, where I basically have a look at the newest ICs and dev boards, and I realized there are so many awesome new ICs, but so little affordable dev boards around them that I often say to myself, hey, it would be awesome if I would have enough time to make my own dev boards around them, to get them to properly work, but also at a way lower cost than buying the original dev boards from the manufacturers. So yeah, if time, especially time, wasn't a resource and I would have a lot of it, I would just go through all the newest ICs and create awesome dev boards for them so that everyone can use them, make them public, open source. But for now, that is sadly a dream. Maybe one day I'll tackle a project like that and turn it into a video, but so far, only a dream. Maybe something like a vlog. Do you have a family? How do you live? What's the behind the scenes? Yeah, so I do have a family. My child is now 2 years old. My girlfriend is also with us. We all live together. All is going great. But I will never put them on camera, at least my kid. So my girlfriend, she already was in episodes. Feel free to watch all my episodes to spot her. very funny cameos, I think. But with my kid, it's different. I will never show my kids on camera, and I actually think it should be illegal to show kids on camera on YouTube, at least up to a certain age, like up to 12, I would say definitely never. And even at 12, I would say very hard to decide. I mean, there are plenty of adults out there who regret that they put something of them on the internet, because the internet is so complex. There is so much going on in the positive space, but also in the negative space. You never know what's gonna happen with the data of your child, with their face, their appearance. When they know who I am, then they know who this kid is. They can always put them into perspective like this. Could be bad in school. Like, everything could happen. You don't know who is watching these videos on the internet, and that is why I'll never put my kid on the internet. I will never do a vlog, however you want to call it. And I think it's a shame. I do watch some big YouTubers as well, who are showing their kids on camera. Well, I don't watch these videos that they make because I strongly disagree with what they're doing. And it's a shame that it is so accepted nowadays on YouTube. Like, you go through the comments and you see old people who are happy about it. Hey, what a lovely family. And there are only very little voices who are like, this is not the greatest thing ever to put your kid on the internet like this. And yeah, I don't want to sound too pessimistic. Like, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy guy, but there are stories which show that this is not the best thing to do, to put your kid in the spotlight at this age. So yeah, no vlogs or something like this. Do you have a good gaming PC? And do you play games a lot? I do think I have a pretty capable computer, mostly because I use it for editing, also high definition stuff, and that just requires some horsepower. So yeah, I think with my setup, which I'm hopefully showing off at the moment, I can certainly do good gaming, but sadly I'm not PC master race. I'm a console peasant, I would say. I switched when teenage years, I switched just because I love sitting on the couch and doing my gaming there. I have a PS5, I use that mostly, and this year has also been a great year for gamers. Like, at the start of the year, I spent too much time in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which was amazing. Then was a big gap for me, and then Silksong released in September. Phenomenal game, probably in my top 10 of all time. I hope it wins Game of the Year, but honestly I think Clair Obscur Expedition 33 will win that. Also played that, finished it 2 weeks ago. Also a fantastic game. I love Final Fantasy X, and this really hit that spot for me in a new modern way. So really awesome stuff this year. Verdict is I do play a lot on PS5 actually, but not on PC. Sorry. Next I got 2 questions. First one, will you participate at Open Source Live? And second one, meet up at Embedded World. So when it comes to exhibitions or fairs or whatnot, then initially I'm always interested. I would love to go there. I would love to meet new people, meet viewers, have a look at the projects around. But the big thing for me is that I don't really have the time. Like I mentioned it before, these videos take a lot of time. I'm always working on new stuff, and the only time I take some time off is to go on vacation or something like that. And thus it is very hard to get this into my schedule, and that is why I usually say, hey, sorry, I can't do it. This happened for Open Source Live actually, or Open Source, however it is called. William Osman reached out to me 2 years ago. He was like, hey, I'm doing this thing, it has to do with engineering, lots of people, engineers will meet up, lots of viewers, will be cool projects. And initially I was like, yeah, I'm definitely in. But then I saw it's in San Francisco. and of course it's a long flight from Germany, and then also only for 3 days, or give or take some more or less. And I thought, okay, this really is not worth it, because I always prioritize keeping my schedule going with the videos. That's what I love to do most. And with such fares, I had to say no. In the end, for 2024 and 2025, not sure if that ever changes. Same with Embedded World. I got invited, but again I had to say no. Sorry, my schedule is too busy. The only thing I attended was Electronica 2024. Hopefully I have some pictures which I can show now. That was a great time, but then again, I quickly noticed that I'm the kind of person who loves to stay in the lab. I love to get it technical, do my videos, but then going out and having speeches, talking to people, I enjoy it, definitely. I met lots of really cool people. It was awesome those 2 or 3 days. And I did some live presentations, which was also great. Really enjoyed it. I felt comfortable, but I noticed how my body is just not made for this. Like at some point I was really done with it. I was like, oh, can I go now? It's great, but I need some time alone to relax. And yeah, that's I'm just not that kind of person who just loves to go out and do all these things outside. I love to be in my lab. And yeah, that might also be one of the reasons I only did this one time at Electronica. I hope to return next year. It comes back in 2026, I think. So if you're around, you know it now that I will probably be at Electronica 2026 if everything works out. And yeah, maybe I'll see you there. How satisfied are you with your solar power system and storage unit? What would you like to change? And how long will it take for the system to pay for itself? First off, I'm super happy with the PV system. I got some numbers here, so let me tell you that I have around 16 point something kilowatt peak on the roof. I got a battery like 15 kilowatt hours, and I paid a total of around 22,000 euro for that. I also had to do some work with that. I did some things on my own, which saved a bit of money, but overall it is around 22,000. And big question is, how long does it take to pay for itself? Very easy. I got an app where I can see what I fed into the grid, what I got out of the grid, and how much solar I produced overall in the last 12 months. And from there we can see that I have a self-sufficiency of around 80%. I saved 6,711 kilowatt hours. Multiply that by the price of 30 cents per kilowatt hour here in Germany, which is around 2,000 euro, which I saved per year and will save in the future. And then I also fed in 8,389 kilowatt hours, which I get paid for. I get 7 cents per kilowatt hour, and that is around 580 euro. So put those two numbers together and divide the overall cost by that, and you know it takes around 9 years for the system to pay for itself, which I think is fantastic. This also only works because we use quite a lot of electricity. I mean, we not only power everything with it here, we also have a heat pump, so we heat with that, hot water also with that, and we have an electric vehicle, so we also drive with that, which is fantastic. And yeah, overall super happy with it. I would not do it any other way. And last but not least, does your wife appreciate the smart home? Or do you often have to justify it? I would say I'm actually not at the point of having a smart home. When we built the house, we of course had the option, but doing a commercial smart home solution in Germany is quite expensive, very expensive I would say, and not worth it for what it is. If you do it professionally, they will often use something like KNX, which is a communication bus system, which I think is pretty overpriced. I might do a video about that in the future. And so we decided against that, and I'm slowly installing smart things to all control with my Home Assistant. And the girlfriend actually likes it, I would say. She also now has the Home Assistant app, which she can use flawlessly, no problem whatsoever. And just having, for example, automatic blinds on some windows which go up if you ask them and down if you ask them, or I have the thermostats which I can control from everywhere, or my smart outlets. It's pretty great stuff, so I definitely do not have to justify it. She also really likes it, and in the future I will actually install some more smart things. Those are actually some videos in 2026, so look forward to that. And with that being said, I hope you got some insight in what is going on in my life, how things will move forward, and how the projects will look like. Maybe if it's just a teaser. And yeah, in the end I can say I will try to do my best in 2026 as well with all my videos. I always try my best, and so far I'm pretty happy with the outcome. I hope you're looking forward to that. I hope you can endure the small break in January, and I will see you in February. I hope you have a great holiday, you enjoy your time, and have a great start in the new year. As always, stay creative, and I will see you next time.